First, come to an easy seated position on top of our sit bones. You might need to move some of your booty out of the way to find your sit bones. And you can rock back and forth to be able to find them so we can stack right on top. We're also going to find some easy movement. So first let's roll our shoulders up, back and down. So we'll inhale, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, really accentuating like you're drawing a big circle with your shoulder blades, or your shoulders here. So we're going up and around. Let's bring that into our arms. So we're going to bring in and exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do two more together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And let's find some circles in our hips. So let's open, we're rounding, arching and rounding the back. So we're inhaling. It's like you're drawing a line with a big circle with your heart. Just opening up our hips and our back. Let's reverse that circle. Inhale, exhale. And exhale. Last one. And let's come back to find our sit bones. Sitting up tall, gathering, feeling this engagement up through the core, through your sit bones, all the way up through your spine, all the way to the top of your head. Relaxing your shoulders. You can set your hands wherever you need to, wherever you'd like. Here, wherever. We're just going to spend time finding our breath. So we're going to breathe in our belly. So breathing in, focusing on our bellies. Maybe your heart is a little heavy today. So if you want to put your hands to your heart. Feeling a connection between your core taking this time to set an intention for our day, our week ahead of us. Allowing whatever thoughts come and allowing them to leave like a wave, like it's going back out with our breath. And anytime we feel those thoughts of negativity, just remembering to come back to that breath. Feeling the expansion of your belly as you breathe in and going back towards your spine and up even as you exhale. Watching the breath go up and down your spine. Coming into kind of a box breathing. So we're breathing in for 4, holding, retaining it for 4, and exhaling for 4. Kind of a balanced breathing. So we're going to inhale, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Relaxing your shoulders. Do one more on your own. Let's come together one more time here before we get started. Choosing an intention, something positive. It could be something simple like, I am grateful for today. I choose to be grateful. Even if you're sleepy, I choose to feel energy. Or I am awake. Whatever you want to choose. So we'll come back to that whenever we need to throughout our practice. So let's first come into cat-cow. So we're going to come into our hands and our knees in the tabletop. We're really being careful of our hands, pressing down like starfish hands. We're pressing down with our feet, pulling up with our core. We're going to let it sink. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing your heart towards the ceiling through the back of your back. Inhale as you allow your heart to go forward and allow your belly to come down, tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, pressing down through your hands and your feet. Coming back to that wave of breath, following that with your spine. So articulating in as you exhale to go one vertebrae at a time. We're warming up our spine. Feeling even pressure between our hands and our feet. Let's do that one more time. After our exhale, let's move together in neutral spine, so we're neither sinking or pressing. We're right in the middle, feeling length. We're going to come into our spinal balance, so we're going to kick our right leg back. You can push your heels back. You kind of give a little seesaw effect to get a little stretch. Not allowing your body to sink, but pulling up with your core. You can allow that to come up, maybe an inch. You can allow your hand to open. And we're going to switch sides. So exhale, we're going to inhale together. So you can either keep your hands on and feet on the floor, as long as you're pressing into your other opposite arm and hand that are on the ground. Keeping our hip points towards the floor. Moving with our breath. So we're inhaling and exhaling down, making it a moving meditation. Keeping our spine and neck long. Let's do one more on each side. Let's come back to our child's pose. So our feet are nice and wide, toes together. Bringing our hips all the way back. Allowing our chest to come forward as if it were over a bar. Still pressing into those hands. And remembering that we can always come back to this pose anytime we need to rest, whether physically or emotionally. Awesome. We're going to look forward here. We're going to come up and we're going to bring our right foot forward and our left foot to meet it. I have my feet hip width apart. We're going to do a forward fold. Your knees are really bent right now. Allowing your back to open. And our hamstrings. You can even kind of do a little bit of a stretch to open up your hamstrings. Bring your hands to the opposite elbow to help your neck release. Always coming back to that breath. And let's bend the knees and roll it on up. Pressing into our feet. We're bringing our knees over our ankles, our hips over our knees. Our chest and our shoulders and our neck here. We're in mountain pose. So mountain pose looks like this. We're pressing down into our feet evenly so that we feel the engagement of our legs, pulling up with our arches of our feet, pulling up with our core, zipping up here, and allowing our chest to open. From here, we're going to warm up with some swan dives. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, we're going to come down with a straight back, a neutral back. So no rounding or anything. We're having a straight back that's hinging from our hips all the way down. We're going to reverse that. We're going to inhale up. And exhale down. After this next one, we're going to add on to a chair. So we're inhale, and then we're going to sink down into chair pose. Inhale up, exhale swan dive. Inhale, exhale chair. So we're just sinking our legs down in that chair. Our knees are going forward. Opening up the backs of our ankles, our calves, right here. So pulling your core up so you are staying here rather than rounding. You can shorten that lever anytime with your arms and hands. Let's do two more. Awesome. Let's meet each other in forward fold. We're going to reach out like an airplane here. So we're pulling up our core, still coming back to, it looks like a flat back here, but it's just a neutral. You can have your flat back up here. It's just pressing into your thighs, feeling your whole foot. And let's exhale down. We're going to bring our right leg back, setting our knee down. We're going to inhale up. Woo. Exhale down. Let's bring our left leg to meet it. We're going to lower all the way down to the ground. And we're going to do a cobra pose. So we're just bringing our sit bones down towards our heels. Lifting our heart to go forward and then up. Exhale down. Pressing up in our hands. Keeping our elbows close. We're going to bring up our right leg again. We're going to breathe up. Exhale down, bringing our left leg to meet it. We're going to inhale halfway. Exhale all the way down. Still feeling your full foot. Inhale all the way up. And we're going to swan that, dive back down. You ready? Here we go. Exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale down. We're going to bring our left leg back, setting our knee down. We're going to inhale up. You can come up this way. Exhale down, bringing our right leg to meet it. We're going to lower down into chaturanga position. So we're pulling our core up and in, pressing our feet. We're pressing down all the way to the ground. We're going to lift up, exhale down, press up. We're coming back to child's pose. We're going to bring our left leg up, forward, inhale up, exhale down, bringing our right leg forward to meet it, forward fold, inhale halfway, exhale, inhale all the way up, and swan dive down. Now this time we're going to do that same sequence. We're doing our right foot back. You can keep it down or lifted. We're going to come up into lunge, exhale down, coming back into down dog or child's pose. We're going to come forward into plank or modified plank. We're going to lower all the way to the ground. Inhale up into cobra or up dog. And exhale, coming back to child's pose or to our down dog. Bringing our right leg forward into our lunge. We're breathing in. Exhaling down. Bringing our left leg forward. We're breathing up into flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. We gotta do the other side. You ready? Exhale down. Bringing our left leg back. Setting either a knee down or leaving it lifted. Breathing up. Exhale down. Coming back into child's pose or down dog. We're coming out into plank. We're lowering down all the way slowly to the ground, to cobra, or pressing up into up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. We're bringing our left leg forward. Inhale up into our lunge. Exhale down. Bringing our right leg up. We're going to breathe in and exhale down. We're going to breathe up. And we're going to do that again. We're going to add on. So we're down. Bringing our right leg. Putting it down or leaving it lifted. We're breathing up. Exhale down. Bringing our left leg back into down dog here. Now, or child's pose. So we're in child's pose. We're going to bring our right leg out with us to the side. So it'll look like this. Coming back. And then we're going to go to the opposite and back. So let's do that. Let's bring our right leg forward to our knee. Coming back into child's pose. Coming across to our left. Pulling up with our core to bring it up towards our chest and back. We're going to bring our right leg forward. We're going to set up for warrior one. So we have our heel back. We're breathing up. Inhale. We can be here. You can have a wider stance. As long as your hips are going forward, your knee is going forward. We're here, pulling up with our core so that our tailbone is going down towards our back heel and up, keeping our rib cage in. Exhale all the way down. We're going to come do our chaturanga now. So you can be down here, down, into cobra. Exhale, back into plank, and back into child's pose, or down dog. We're going to bring our left leg forward. We're going to go to our left knee and breathe back. Bringing it to our right knee, pulling up and back. Bringing up towards our chest, really pull it up, and bringing our left leg in. We're going to set up for warrior one, so we are stepping, putting down our heel. We're breathing up, hinging from our hips. Here's warrior one. Exhale down, bringing our foot back to meet us. We're going to do our chaturanga one more time. We're going down. Inhale. Exhale down. Coming back to child's pose or down dog. We're going to walk all the way forward. Here we go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale into mountain pose. And just stand there for a moment to breathe. I'm going to take my long sleeve shirt off. Whew. All right. We're going to do that one more time as we go through to our mountain two, our warrior two. So we're breathing in. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing into our feet. Exhale, we're going to bring our left leg back. We're going to inhale up. Exhale down. We're bringing our feet back into down dog or child's pose. We're going to bring our left leg forward this time first. And up. You can bring it up into down dog here. Bringing it up to the opposite, to our right. And left leg up. And exhale, bring it up, hug it up into your chest. We're bringing our left leg forward. Stepping our foot down, we're coming into warrior one. Here we are, flat back. Pressing into our front leg, pressing into our back leg. And we straighten, hinging from our hips. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to push our feet back into down dog. We're going to come forward into our chaturanga. We're going down, pressing up into up dog. Exhale. Here we go. We're back to our down dog. We're going to bring our right leg up this time. Whether you are in your child's pose or not, you're going to bring it over to our elbow, right elbow. And inhale up. Exhale to the opposite. Inhale up. Exhale to the middle, bringing our right leg forward, setting our back heel down, we're hinging, up we go. Inhale, warrior one. We're going to come into warrior two. So we're going to open up our hips, here we go, keeping our knee there, turning our back heel, making it so that our hips are even. They're kind of pointed off to the side to keep this knee here. Keep your knee stacked over your ankle. You can adjust your stance however you need to, if you need it wider or narrower. We're pressing down evenly into both feet, feeling our tailbone going down towards the ground, pulling up, keeping our rib cage coming down towards our hips. From there we can float our arms out and breathe. We're going to hinge from our hips, setting our hand, our forearm on our thigh here. Still feeling like you have a one long line from your heel all the way up. You can bring your hand up if you'd like. You can keep it down or over your head, feeling one long line. Pulling your core up and then still feeling your ribs coming towards your hips. And breathe. Coming back to your intention and your breath, pressing down evenly. Breathing deeply in your belly. We're going to come back to warrior two. We're going to flip the front and we're going to reach up towards the sky for reverse warrior. Still keeping your knee there. If you need to come out of it for a moment, that's okay. Just breathe. Opening up the side ribs here. And let's extend that front leg, still pressing down. From here, we're going to take our hips and we're going to come into triangle pose. So we still have this strong base here, not locking our knee, but pressing into both feet. You can come into triangle pose up here, down here, not on your knee, or to the ground. However you feel is the best expression for your body, and without losing that core, that length. You're feeling like you're like going to reach for that side. Putting your neck wherever you feel is best on your neck. I like to look down. Coming back to that calm breath. We're going to breathe back into Warrior Two. We're going to cartwheel our hands into lunge all the way down. And we're going to come down for a chaturanga. Are you ready? So again, you can be on your knees down or knees up. So we're lowering down, pressing up into up dog or cobra. Exhale all the way back. Whew. All right. So we're bringing our left leg. We're bringing it out to our left side. Elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to the opposite elbow. Pressing down in your hands. Inhale. Exhale to the middle. Bringing our left leg forward. We're coming into our Warrior One. On this side, we're hinging up. I'm going to turn around so I'm not facing away from you guys. We're going to open up from our hips, keeping our heel there. Adjusting your stance so that you can press down into both feet. So this hip feels like it's externally rotated. This one is in a little bit. You're pressing down. Hips are even. From here, let's float our arms up. If you choose. Feeling length like you're going to reach each edge of the wall. Keeping your rib cage down towards your hips. Tailbone down towards the ground. From here, let's come into our side angle pose. Again, we're just going to bump our hips back. Still keeping that even pressure. I'm setting our forearm here. Pulling up. Putting our arm wherever we need. Here. Or up here. Or over our head. Feeling one long line from our tips of our fingers to our heel. Keeping your chest towards the sky. Awesome. We're going to come into reverse warrior. So here we go. Up, reaching like you're going to reach the sky. Still pulling up with that core. Relaxing your shoulders down out of your neck. And let's release that front leg, pressing down, keeping a slight bend. We're going to come into our triangle pose. So we are hip bumping our hips back. But still want to feel like you have a line, like you're against the wall, from your heel all the way to the back of your head. Again, keeping your hand on your thigh, on your shin, or on the floor. Try not to have a death grip as you push. Okay, there, as we hold. Feeling our sit bones going down towards that back heel. Feeling the inner leg and foot here. Let's come back to our warrior two, and we're going to cartwheel all the way to the ground. We're going to do one more chaturanga together. Are you ready? So here we go. You can either be on your modified or up on your toes. It's like a tricep push-up. Inhale and exhale. Back to child's pose or to down dog. From here, we're going to come into side plank. So you can set one knee down. And we're going to roll to the side on our right. And we're going to press down, opening up. And we're going to hold here. If you'd like more, you can always come into your side plank. Just remember to keep your pelvis, your sit bones towards your feet. I'm feeling my shoulders today, so I want to stay here. So just listening to your body, listening to what it needs. Maybe challenging it. And let's exhale, coming back to either our child's pose or to our down dog. Tailbone towards the sky. We're going to rotate it so you can bring your left knee down. We're going to open it up to the side. So again, one long line, pressing down with that hand, pressing down with your feet and your knee. Feeling your core going down towards your heel. Again, option, as long as you're not sinking into your hand, but pressing. Making sure that there is not a lock in your knee, or in your elbow, I mean, or in your knee. Awesome. Coming back to our child's pose or to our down dog. Taking 3 breaths. Pressing down into our hands in down dog. Even bending your knees to get your tailbone towards the sky. Let's go ahead and exhale our knees down. We're going to come down to the ground, all the way to our bellies. We're going to come into locust pose. So we're going to engage our legs. Engage. So squeeze your quads. Make sure your sit bones are going down towards your heels. Shoulders are on your back, shoulder blades. You're going to pull up with your core as you lift. We're going to breathe. Breathe in the sides of your ribs and the backs of your ribs. If you'd like, you can lift up one leg. Or both legs. Shoulders out of your ears. They're down your back. If you'd like to, you can switch to your other leg. Two more breaths. And exhale down. Let's come into our child's pose for just a moment as we transition. Feeling the opening in our back as we breathe. We're going to come into our tabletop for a moment. And then we're going to just come through here to seated. And we're going to sit on top of our sit bones. And we're going to come into boat pose. So from here, we're sitting on our sit bones. We're going to lean straight back, keeping that length. Like you're lifting towards the sky. We're not lifting up like this. So we're still having that length here. If you feel like you can easily bring your feet up, you should do so. If you choose. Feeling it more in your in your core than in your hip flexors. Breathing. So again, we are here, pulling up with our core, or here. Or even here. I'm still working on it. And let's bring our feet down. We're going to roll it back onto our backs. We're going to come into our knees to chest. So we're going to just hug our knees into our chest. You can rock back and forth if you choose. Awesome. We're going to come bringing our feet together on the floor, butt hip width apart. We're going to do our bridge pose. So we're going to do a couple variations. The first one is we're going to press into our feet. So we're going to open up our chest. You can grab the edges of your mat to open up your shoulders. You're going to press down and bring your chest up. Keeping your chin like you have an apple there. And just pressing up. Feeling the inner thighs come together. Opening up our chest. And let's exhale down. The other option you can do is you're going to pull your core up and in. Your rib cage down, and you're going to press down into your glutes. And you're only going to come as far as the bottom of your rib cage. So this is our first one. This is our second one. You'll feel it more in your glutes and your legs, and you should feel it less in your lower core or your lower back. And let's exhale down. We'll do one more. You choose whichever one you want to do, as long as your knees are going straight out from your feet. Inhale up. As long as there's no tension in the low back, in your shoulders. And let's exhale down. We're going to bring our feet, the soles of our feet together. We're going to just open up. We're going to take a few breaths here. If this is too much of a stretch on your hips, on your inner thighs, you can set some yoga blocks to bring them up so that it's less of a stretch, a gentle stretch. If you need more, you just engage your outer thighs to open up. Let your hip flexors and your inner thighs release. Let's bring our knees together. We're going to let our left leg go along the floor, bringing our right leg in, hugging it into our chest. From here, we're going to just bring it over to the side I like to hook my knee or my foot behind my knee. You can again set a block here. We're just going to open up this lower back. So breathe right in your side ribs, like you're breathing outward out the sides. Keeping your opposite shoulder on the ground. Coming back to your breath yet again. Let's bring it back to center. Exhale. We're going to switch our knees. So bringing our left leg in, the right leg against the floor, hugging it into our chest. Exhale. We go over to our right side, keeping our left shoulder on the ground. And breathing in our ribs, in our back. Allowing the body to relax. Coming back to center, we're going to bring both of our feet out and allow them to open, bringing our hands and probably about a foot away from our bodies. Finding a position that will help you just fully relax and let go. So let's take 3 deep breaths. The biggest breaths you've taken all day. So we're going to inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're just going to spend a few moments in silence. Allowing ourselves to be quiet and to be still, allowing us the freedom to let go. Allowing us to let go of the chaos that may be going around us. Choosing not to focus on the chaos, but focusing on the peace. The calm, being still. Releasing any tension that may still be in your face, or your neck, or your back, shoulders, your legs, your hips. Breathing wherever there is still tension. Go ahead and Start bringing life to your toes, to your fingers, maybe your hands and feet, maybe little circles or some pops. Bringing your knees in. You can do a full stretch. Hugging your knees to your chest. Whatever movement, listen to your body. Let's roll to one side, kind of like in a fetal position here. Allowing the blood to move. When you're ready, you can press up. Coming into a comfortable seat. Choosing again your intention. Remembering that you are awesome and that you are a child of God and you are loved. Thank you for doing yoga with me. I love doing yoga. So I hope you have a great day.